snap. Hey everybody, this is Carol Grace Anderson with Pawprints of Wisdom, life lessons from our dogs. And you know, they can bring us a lot of laughter. And they're fun and they're funny. And laughter is contagious. I bet some of you just chuckled when you heard that crazy laughing monkey. Anyway, today we're going to talk about the value of laughter. Because we can learn a lot from our dogs about life. We learn about enthusiasm and love and friendship and being flexible, adding comfort, living in the moment, having more compassion. There are so many things we learn from our dogs. I'm sure you have learned plenty yourself. So we're going to talk today about the value of laughter in all of our lives. Because according to Dr. Paul McGee, he says, want more laughter in your life? Get a pet. He says, most of us have experienced the joy of playing with our furry friends, and pets are a rewarding way to bring more laughter and joy into your life. I agree, don't you? But did you know that having a pet is good for your mental and physical health? Studies show that pets can protect you from depression, stress, and even heart disease. Laughter dissolves distressing emotions. You can't feel anxious, angry, or sad when you're laughing. Laughter helps you relax and recharge. It reduces stress and increases energy, according to Dr. McGee. Humor shifts perspective, allowing you to see situations in a more realistic, less threatening light. A humorous perspective creates psychological distance, which can help you avoid feeling overwhelmed. And we all have so much going on these days that we need all the help we can get. And having a pet in our life is very helpful to lighten things up. We all need to lighten up. We take everything so seriously and we're trying to do so much. So consider how fun your pet can be. In this show, we also will have some special guests. We'll take a visit to the vets and ask the veterinarian how we can keep our dogs healthy, when we know whether we should take our little baby to the vet or not. So we will have some wonderful, wonderful information on this show. So I hope you'll comment on this program and share it with other people who you think might benefit from it. Here's a great quote by Louis Grizzard. He says, you call to a dog and a dog will break its neck to get to you. Dogs just want to please. Call to a cat and its attitude is, what's in it for me? So thank you, Louis Grizzard, for that wonderful, wonderful quote. I want to tell you a story of what happened. I was walking my dog Cowgirl in this big field where there was a church. And I had her off leash. She was trained and she would always listen. So I let her run around with me, and then she kind of ambled up toward the front of the church. There were people milling around. So I stood there and watched her thinking, well, she'll come right back. And before I knew it, she was starting to walk down the aisle with the bride. And I'm going, Cowgirl. I'm trying to yell and whisper at the same time. And she started walking down thinking they were all there to celebrate her. So when I got her out of the church, I just laughed so hard because I thought, what else can we do? I hope the bride and groom got over it, because what could I do? But that was a fun, funny day. I bet you have some funny stories to share about your dog, and we hope that you'll send them in, send us funny pictures. I like to show funny pictures. I shared this before, but it's so cute. If you dress up your dog, let us know. And if they have funny expressions, let us know. See this cute expression? This is Callie. So whatever you have that you want to share about your own dog, please post it. Let us know all about it. Now, I've been studying this woman named Debbie Jasani, and she is a consultant and an author, and she writes a lot about her dogs. And so I want to read a little bit of what she said. She said, I've been around dogs since my childhood and have always loved being in the company of our four-legged friends. She says, when I told my husband I wanted a dog, he wasn't too thrilled with the idea at first. I was traveling a lot for work at the time, and he knew he'd have most of the responsibility. The compromise we made was to let him choose the breed. I wanted a small, non-shedding, off-leash dog. What we adopted, however, were 3 husky puppies. Now, the guy who runs this whole business here, Bill Hellman, he is a real husky expert. He trains them. He knows all about them, as you can see on his Woof Driver page. So they ended up with 3 husky puppies, a large breed known for shedding and wandering. And despite the years of constant vacuuming up dog hair, we loved the breed so much that when our original 3 passed away, we adopted 2 more huskies. Our dogs have been a constant source of love and amusement, but even more so, they've taught us some of the greatest life lessons. And one of the life lessons that she states in her book, jump for joy when you're happy. She says, have you ever seen a dog circling around or jumping up and down at the thought of getting a treat or chasing a ball? Wouldn't it be fun if we could all jump around when we're excited about something? We live life so fast that we often forget to get excited and celebrate the good times because we're already on to the next thing. You can relate, right? We're always double tasking. We live in a miraculous world where the sun comes up every day, flowers bloom, and seasons change. There is much to jump for joy about. And I agree. You know, life is short and we need to make the most of every single day. Because dogs are happy. And when we're happy, we laugh more. Dogs laugh by wagging their tail. So when you look at your dog and you see how happy your dog is, let that really relate to you, because life is so serious. We've got to find more humor in our everyday life. Don't you agree? And I see some of you are chiming in, saying all kinds of great, yes, they add so much laughter to our lives, says Ann Merrick. And my baby is so smart, she's smarter than a person. I believe that. I think some dogs, I mean, they have such a sense about them. And so keep your comments coming. We love to hear about your dogs and what you're going through with them. So what is so good about laughter? Well, I've been studying this guy, Paul McGee, and he says your sense of humor is one of the most powerful tools you have to make certain that your daily mood and emotional state support good health. And he says laughter is a powerful antidote to stress, pain, and conflict. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your mind and body back into balance than a good laugh. Humor lightens your burdens. It inspires hopes. It connects you to others and keeps you grounded, focused, and alert. With so much power to heal and renew, the ability to laugh easily and frequently is a tremendous resource for surmounting problems, enhancing your relationships, and supporting both physical and emotional health. And why is it good for your health? First of all, laughter relaxes the whole body. A good hearty laugh relieves physical tension and stress, leaving your muscles relaxed for up to 45 minutes after. Secondly, laughter boosts the immune system. Laughter decreases stress hormones and increases immune cells and infection-fighting antibodies, thus improving your resistance to disease. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins. Those are the body's natural feel-good chemicals. Endorphins promote an overall sense of well-being and can even temporarily, easy for me to say, relieve pain. And lastly, laughter protects the heart. Laughter improves the function of blood vessels and increases blood flow, which can help protect you against a heart attack and other cardiovascular problems. So Dr. Paul McGee knows what he's talking about, and I thought that was good enough to share with everybody. So laughter is very, very important for life, for everything, for relationships. When you laugh with somebody, you're more connected, you're more intimate when you can laugh and just be part of that, because when we're laughing, we can't be angry. It's just an important factor. So what are some ways that you can have more opportunity to laugh? Well, watch funny movies or TV shows. There's old TV. Nowadays, we can get all kinds of shows, and old ones that are probably a lot funnier than a lot of the newer ones, in my opinion. You could go to a comedy club. They have them all over. I know in Nashville, Tennessee, we have Zanies, which is fun. Read cartoons. Seek out funny people. Share a good joke or a funny story. I remember I was driving down the interstate on I-40, and I had the radio blasting. I was just going real fast, and I wasn't really thinking of the speed I was going. But I thought I was kind of moving along with the traffic. So all of a sudden, these blue lights come behind me and start flashing. So I pulled over to let the cop by so he could go after the bad person. But he pulled in behind me. And he walked up. He walked up to the car, and I rolled the window down, and he said, "I've been waiting for you all day." And I said, "Officer, I got here as fast as I could." But so try to think of funny stories. There's stories. You can get a good story in the humor section. See, we can't stop laughing. In fact, I put a group of funny quotes together that in a little booklet because I think it's so important that we laugh. So one of the quotes was from Tallulah Bankhead. She said, "If I had to live my life again, I'd make the same mistakes, only sooner." And Stephen Wright says, "I just got skylights put in my place. The people above me are furious." Britney Spears says, "I get to go to lots of overseas places, like Canada." Dolly Parton says, "I look just like the girl next door if you happen to live next to an amusement park." So find things that make you laugh, find things that are funny, and just look at your dog and realize that your dog is so expressive, and you can have so many more laughs if you really connect with that light and that funniness of your dog. Sometimes we just kind of are trying to work so hard, we're not thinking of lightening up and realizing that, hey, you know, today is the only day we're sure of. The past is gone, the future's not here yet, so here we have the present. And it's such a gift to be here, to wake up. I'm sure you're grateful for a lot of your blessings. So think about what can we do that is more fun. Another thing you could do is host a game night with your friends. I know we get together sometimes with some friends and we play Balderdash, which is hilarious. And there's so many fun games you can get. Do something silly. Go miniature golfing. Go to a karaoke club and get up and sing. It doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. Just have more fun. Lighten up. Victor Borges says, "Laughter is the shortest distance between two people." And I get that. I think it's really great. So now I'd like to tell you more about what's coming up in the next weeks. This week we talked about laughter. Next week, we're going to talk about love, because what's better than love, you know? And we also want you to check out two of our dear friends. Britt Savage has a program here, right here on Wolf Driver, and it's called Wolf Driver News. And our other friend, Dean Miller, has a show called The Dog Counselor, and he's really an excellent, excellent expert. And this book is available if you're interested in getting a copy. It's now at Cracker Barrels, all of them, wherever they are, they should have them. If they don't, you can always get them on Amazon. And let's see, we're going to be here on Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, so we hope you come back. We hope you've had a laugh today, because we sure have. And I'm so glad so many of you are they're agreeing with me. They agree with what I said. And my little baby is so smart. She's smarter than a person. Yeah, laughing is so important, because the happier we are, the happier our pets are. Isn't that so true? Oh boy, you know, since you have a dog yourself. So we're going to end this show today, and we're going to see you Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern. We'd like to thank our wonderful, wonderful engineer, Coleman Murphy. for giving us a few laughs today. And we hope that you'll tell your friends, share the news, and come back on Monday at 7. And we'll see you then. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.